Welcome to Ride or Rot, or welcome back. Harley-Davidson just released some rollover model options with colors and a little bit more information on what to expect for the 25 model lineup. And today we're going to be digging into the website. I'm going to kind of show you guys how to navigate the website itself, how to find some information on what you can actually expect for those fees, the full disclosure of what you should be expecting to pay for when you're buying a new motorcycle, going over some of the new price adjustments, digging in a little bit of information on what you guys should expect out of some really cool, hopefully new model bikes. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Let's hop on the website and see what they got to offer. All right, so this is the motor company website. I tell people all the time, if you want any information on specs, seat height, fuel capacity, they have everything listed out on their website for each model of bike. So let's go over here. We're gonna go down to new motorcycles and go over to 2025 new motorcycles. Let's see what they have up here. Of course, the Road Glide, Street Glide, they had the biggest change since 2014 when the Rushmore project came out. Pretty much everything on that bike's different except for that frame. So I expected nothing to change on these. Good news is still have the Road King Special. Past couple of years, the Road King Special has kind of dropped in the market. The market's different everywhere, but where I'm at, these weren't selling the best. And Harley went away from the Road King Standard and only produced the Special now, and you can only get it in black trim and 3 colors. So hopefully you get more options when it comes to the colors. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna go through and pretty much hit all the models and what to expect. Then we will go through these colors, and then we're gonna hit these price adjustment that they did for the 25 models. So when you go through here, and if you look and it doesn't show anything basically, or check back soon, that means that there's going to be changes done to that family model bike. With the cruisers, you're talking the Street Bobs, pretty much your Softail lineup frame bike. I really hope that Harley can come up with something that performs well, all nice suspension, tons of torque, and is affordable for their riders. So when you scroll down here and it shows the bikes are on the way, that means that Harley is going to be doing some changes on their bikes. I have no clue. I haven't heard anything yet for what the 25 Softail lineup is. If you have any idea or clues, throw them down in the comments below. See if they're true or not. So I'm excited to see what happens here. For your trikes, they do have their lineup. Something that I really hope Harley does, and Harley's been known to do releases throughout the season periodically, and I really hope that Harley comes out with a tri-glide with your fixed fairing on the front, with your Road Glide fairing like the RG3 has. That was a huge demand. I'm not kidding. Like 90% of the time, someone's looking at a tri-glide or looking at an RG3, either they want the tour pack and everything you can get on a tri-glide, or they just want to have that fixed fairing. So I hope Harley does come out, with that option. We don't know yet. And then down here, you got your touring, your adventure style bike. So there's been a lot of stuff going around on what people think is coming. So there's rumors that they're doing like a King of the Baggers style, Pan America build, which are sick. That would be awesome. So hopefully something like that. If you guys have been following Harley for a while, the Bronx, if you've heard that, what happened with them. And what I hope and what I think is going to happen, and this is just what I think that they're going to be doing a model like the Pan America, something that's like an adventure style bike, but on a smaller platform that still has enough power, is affordable. Not saying the Pan America wasn't, and I want to bring this up too. With the 24 models being a brand new platform, there was issues. Like, you can't hide it. You had the software updates. There are issues still, but that's expected. And I know it sounds funny to say that, and it sounds like it should never happen. But any industry that has a mechanically built thing, there's gonna be issues first year production. It's like that everywhere. So I really hope these 25s, they really, nailed out those software issues that they were having with them. So yeah, it looks like the adventure and with the sport are going to be changing too. So what the sport bikes are, Harley calls them now, they got rid of their XL lineup, so their Sportster lineup. We're talking Sportster S's, Nightsters, 975s. Harley hit it on the head when it came to the performance out of an engine with the Revolution lineup. Now, the Sportster S itself, 121 horse, but the ergonomics and the rideability of that bike straight up sucks, to be honest with you. It's a really good bike to get on and go fast straight on, and you can rip in turns on that bike, but forward controls, low sitting bike, you know, if you're gonna put a bike out that has a ton of power, let's get that suspension up. Make it rideable to where you can go out into the hills and throw that thing on its side and not have to worry about something scraping. So I hope Harley comes up with something that, you know, fits that demographic of rider that Harley-Davidson needs to focus on. Put a bike out there that performs well, handles well, and is affordable. I think I've said that like 12 times already in this video, but it's huge. Harley needs to have that. Like, they need this. So I'm hoping these two families, we got some cool stuff coming. Again, I hope some changes come. So let's hit some colors here. So 9 times out of 10, what you get on your road glide, you can get on your street glide. Let's just open up here. So you got black and chrome trim, just like normal. You got your billiard gray, which is your base color. There's no upcharge on that. You go to black, vivid black, $600. And then let's come down here to Mystic Shift, $2,200 paint set. And I know that might sound like a lot. I grew up in a body shop. If you've ever went out and bought any sort of flip-flop, heavy candy style paint, it's not cheap. So I'm not defending them, but I know that this stuff is not cheap to do. Again, it is what it is. But this color is going to be cool. I dig it. I love purple. I love blue. Outside, I guarantee this thing's going to pop. Really, really cool color. And then Iron Horse Metallic. So this is kind of like a gunmetal gray with a little bit of teal, dark, metallic. Don't ever sleep on these colors until you see them in person. So that's going to be a cool color. Brilliant Red. So Harley, when it comes to red, Harley either wins or fails at reds. You know, Wicked Red Denim, Velocity Red. Those are really, really sexy red colors. I just really hope that this isn't just, you know, a color they've had out, River Rock Red or whatever, and thrown a little bit different pigment in it. So again, can't sleep on it. In person, this color could be different. So hopefully it is. You got your Blue Burst, which is a cool color, and then Atlas Silver. So got that Atlas Silver still. You got your black trim. Of course, you can get your Mystic Shift. And then we got Midnight Firestorm. So it looks like vivid black with some ghost flames, which is cool. Kind of bringing back that mid-2000s CVO. You know, there was a ton of custom paint sets coming out, CVO paint sets with flames. So I dig it. I'm a flame guy. It's cool. And then Whiskey Firestorm. So basically probably whiskey, like whiskey fire with flames, which is cool. Purple Abyss Denim. So basically you're looking at the Mystic Shift, but in denim, which is cool. You know, Harley didn't do a denim color last year, I don't believe. So bringing it back, a lot of people like that paint. Now with the Road King Special, they usually only come out with a few different colors, which I get, but I don't get, you know. They should have more options when it comes to this model. They're already having, you know, I wouldn't say trouble selling these bikes, but they're just not as popular as they used to be, and they should come up with new colors. I mean, the only thing really different is it doesn't have the fairing on it. Production line, you got 10s. Throw some different cool colors on there. You do have an option for Whiskey Fire, black, and gray. And of course, with it being a special, you're only able to get it in a black trim. Now, let's talk this price adjustment. So last year, they were about $2,000 less. That was one of the really cool points about the 24 model, was that you got basically a completely upgraded bike with a ton of bells and whistles on it for less money than what you were paying for less options. So the fact that they brought the price up, you know, economy, and, you know, I'm not the one making the decision on what you're gonna charge somebody for a motorcycle. They need to really think about what they're doing with their prices and you know, where the market's at right now. I don't know, what do you guys think? Comment below what your thoughts are on, you know, how the market is with them. You know, back in the day, and I've got curious when I was at the dealership and I pulled up, you know, market value on, you know, like 2017 Street Glide Special, and realistically, it wasn't that much different than the newer bikes. But when you start looking into, you know, where the economy is at, you know, what people can spend and things like that, you need to really, you know, reflect off that with your pricing on these bikes. So when you're looking at MSRP on the bikes themselves, and I used to have to show people this all the time, you know, it's a very deceiving thing that Harley does. And it's not just Harley, you know, pretty much any industry. You pull up their website, pull up their product, they're gonna have a little hidden button you can click and read the small print. So last year and years prior, they had a little red 6 that was there. Now it's a little red plus. So you can actually click on that and it will pull up MSRP and then basically explain to you, you know, based off color, taxes, title, registration, destination, and then you have your surcharge, which is due to raw material cost in the supply chain. When COVID hit, Harley changed up some of their vendors and who made their parts, and prices, of course, went up just like anything else in this country. Now I'm really excited to see what they come out with the adventure and the sport lineup. Hopefully there's some really cool stuff coming. It's hard to tell until they actually, you know, release the full lineup and not just the rollovers. Comment below what you guys want to see. Is there any specific colors? Is there any changes to a model bike that you really think that needs to happen? Man, I'm really excited for 2025. We got a huge upgrade for the 24 model for the touring side bike. I just really hope that they took that time to really invest into their Softail and their Revolution lineup to provide a bike, like I said, performance that can handle and is affordable for the people. I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out at Rider Rot. There will be a lot more updates when it comes to more information coming out on the 25 models. I will be at Harley-Davidson of Fort Wayne for the release party live, showing you guys what is coming. And I hope everyone has a great year. Set yourself up, make some goals, get out there and inspire somebody. And number one thing, get on your motorcycle. This world is a scary place. And get on that bike and go out and live. You know, make some memories and have some fun. I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out at Rider Rot. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Stand by for some more information. Throw me some comments below if you have any questions, and we will catch you next time. Later, guys.